Amber Heard, Narcissism on show, video analysis, children as props. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor, enabling you to understand more about narcissism and the behaviour of certain people by explaining why they do as they do, as seen through the lens of narcissism. In a comprehensive analysis of her behaviour, which if you haven't already accessed, I'd encourage you to do so, commencing with Amber Heard, What Is She Part 1, I've established that Amber Heard is a narcissist. In a separate video, I've also explained why the suggestion that she's histrionic or borderline is inappropriate and accurate. You'll find that very interesting also, if you have not already listened to it. Here, I've identified short clips that enable us to see more about her narcissism on show, and to enable you to understand why she behaves as she does. Many people have contacted me, explaining, "Thank goodness you're explaining it, HG, because so many people don't get it. They keep asking why on earth does she behave in the way that she does, and invariably go to the wrong answers. Your expertise is enabling us to understand precisely why she does as she does. And that's why it's so important for you to watch these videos to understand her, and also to share them so that other people gain access to this knowledge." I have a further clip for you. Well, it's actually two clips. They're pretty short in nature, so I'm going to play them a couple of times, and then I'll provide you with the analysis of what is actually going on.
Amber, what year is your car? What year is your car?
Are you Johnny Depp? Are you doing right now? Are you dating Johnny Depp, Amber?
Amber, what year is your car? What year is your car?
Are you Johnny Depp? Are you doing right now?
To Heard's control, and therefore she responds by a physical nullification of the threat to control by turning away. She also indicates with her chin a couple of times as if to shoo the nurses back. It can be seen by the camera flashes that Heard's actually more concerned with having a photo opportunity of her holding this child than doing the right thing for the child and handing he or she back to the nurses. This exhibits the sense of entitlement of Heard. It shows her lack of emotional empathy for the child and also the nurses. You can see on the expression of the faces of the nurses that they're concerned, potentially distressed at what's going on. There's showmanship on the part of Heard. "Look at me, holding the child. Aren't I lovely?" There's the nullification of threat posed by the nurses, and the assertion of control by Heard over the world at large in terms of posing for photographs. Her self-absorbed nature comes to the fore here, a facet of her narcissism. She doesn't care about the child. The child is merely an object, the objectification of people that our kind engage in. That she is utilising the child as a prop to show the world, triangulating the world with this child as part of facade management. She doesn't care that the child might be upset. She doesn't care that the child should be returned to the nurses. It might be that it shouldn't be moved around in the manner that she's moving. It might be fragile. It might be that it's time for some medication or food that it's to receive. But what matters more to Amber Heard is being seen to be holding the child and swinging from side to side for her photo opportunity. Her narcissism is very much on show here. In the second clip, we see that Heard has emerged from some kind of property, and there's paparazzi waiting as she heads towards a car. She's carrying a child, and again it would appear that the child is not hers. As she walks around the back of the car, she's asked questions, which she ignores, nullification of threat to control, but she's clearly embracing the fact that she's being photographed. It seems that she's being asked whether she's dating Johnny Depp, and this therefore suggests that it's at the beginning of that relationship. She then palms the child off on another woman, ignores the questions, but obviously utilises this as a photo opportunity to make herself look good by shimmying around with this unknown child. The child isn't hers, so why is she carrying this child? We know, because she's a narcissist, that the child, like anybody else, is there to be utilised for the purpose of the prime aims. In the way that I give you this information, I don't do it out of the goodness of my heart. I don't have any goodness in my heart. Everything that I do, and any other narcissist does, when it comes to somebody else, is linked to the prime aims. We do it either consciously, where you're an aware narcissist such as I, or unconsciously, with the majority of narcissists who are unaware, in the pursuit of control, fuel, character traits, and residual benefits. Amber Heard's narcissism will make her believe that she's just being a nice person carrying this child and then handing the child over to an assistant or to the child's mother or whoever it was. But in the circumstances, the reason that she's carrying this child is purely about her. Look at me, carrying a child. Aren't I a nice person? Facade management. Assertion of control over the people that are gathered there, and moreover the wider audience, who will be privy, at least to some of them, to the photographs that are being taken. She doesn't care about the welfare of the child. See how she just hands the child over. There's no ruffle of the hair, kiss on the cheek, pat on the bottom, see you later, hun, or whatever one might say to a child of that age. No, it's just the child's just dumped on the other person, as if it served its purpose, thank you very much, ooh, now get rid of it. And that demonstrates again her objectification of the child, her lack of emotional empathy, and the assertion of control by triangulation. Here you can see the two clips again, so that you can apply what I've just explained to you as you watch them again. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.
Are you dating Johnny Depp, Amber?
Amber, what year is your car? What year is your car?
Are you Johnny Depp? Are you doing right now?